Roughly 9,000 Philadelphia city workers on strike for 22 hours now, and there appears to be no end in sight. Members of District Council 33 on the picket line and off the job, with no negotiations today after talks broke down last night.
But some employees are being ordered back to work temporarily with court orders, and that includes 911 dispatchers and workers with the water department. We have team coverage here on the strike with DC 33 with our Dawn Timoney at Philadelphia International Airport, one of the many places impacted.
But first, let's head on out to our Steve Keeley. And Steve, the trash is piling up and tensions are rising.
Look, you just said no end in sight. Well, how about this? No sights with an end. And that's what we're looking at tonight. So here is the sign on the utility pole here. And you'll notice it reads, "Nothing beats a clean street. No dumping. Maximum fine $2,000. So here we are, 18th and Catherine Streets here in lovely Graduate Hospital in the neighborhood. And look at this street. So there's barely enough room. There's about 10 inches left of sidewalk here on this side. So the dumpster is overflowing. The fire hydrant is about to be covered. People are still dropping off trash every few minutes here. And look at this pile. Now remember, yesterday we heard 15 times from city officials, no bulk dumping. But there are a lot of people that didn't listen to that. So you've got pallets here. People have left their trash cans after wheeling it here, not wanting to take it back home. More pallets. This looks like something that would be on under your feet in your car. You've got pizza boxes, paintings. Look at this. Dawn Timoney would love this. A painting of a dog. We have an upside down painting of a swan. So we've got cardboard, we've got recyclables, and again, not much sidewalk left. Here's another trash can left. Now, the water department's also among the strikers. They had a project, mid-project, so we've got a hole in the ground with a pipe sticking out and concrete all over the place. And this job, according to this sign, was supposed to be done by June 13th. So that's a little behind schedule now, even more behind schedule. So look at this dumpster. So it's full, and people are having to hoist the trash either into the pile or over the pile. And we did just see our first mammal here, and that's what everybody fears. So we just saw a raccoon who was digging into the trash, and you can see he got some food. So there you go. That's what everybody's worried about. Worse vermin. But you don't want to get bit by a rabid raccoon while you're throwing out your trash. So this is less than just a complete day one, and here's more of the trouble on day one today.
On my block and in different areas across the city, fire hydrants were turned on.
And that's exactly what Sky Fox captured this morning. Among the places where hydrants on both sides of the street were opened and flowing, just like what the mayor said she saw on both sides of her street, too. What authorities are calling an attempt to sabotage the city's water system.
We had collective footage and video of a car pulling over the top of the block, person jumping out, turning on the fire hydrant. I then learned that that was something that was occurring in different neighborhoods across the city, and that the strategy behind that, which is reckless, is to hope that the city of Philadelphia's water pressure, the amount of our water pressure, is lowered.
What we cannot have are acts of sabotage, obstruction, or worse, destruction of our city facilities, acts against our residents, businesses, and visitors, and our other dedicated employees who are filling in these roles.
But what we cannot do is allow harm to others to vandalize and destroy.
Did we not just watch what happened on the West Coast, where access to water was a matter of life and death and saving property? That is the kind of reckless behavior that you heard Commissioner Bethel, Managing Director Teal reference that we won't tolerate.
We will respect you. We do respect you. But we cannot respect when you get outside of the bounds and engage in activity that is destructive or causes harm to others.
And the city got some help from the courts, getting 3 separate injunctions. The first got essential water department workers ordered back on the job. The second, ordering 911 dispatchers off the picket lines at police headquarters and back manning the phone lines inside.
A third injunction was a mass picketing injunction. It seeks to compel all members of DC 33 to stop blocking access to city facilities.
City residents say no one needed to sabotage anything to show the strikers were missed and missed badly, almost immediately on day one.
Oh, this about to get messy, I ain't gonna lie.
Trash drop-off sites like this one at 60th and Columbia in West Philly instantly filled, then overflowed at the 63 different locations.
It's bad. It's gonna continue getting bad.
And so you live here in Graduate Hospital, beautiful homes, beautiful view of the skyline, and it's probably why the person that bought this beautiful 3-story corner row house here, red brick, put that beautiful rooftop deck on there, and probably have big plans to have a big 4th of July party and barbecue. And now they have a second view everybody will want to see from above, and hopefully the smell from this dump won't permeate up 3.5 stories and ruin the 4th of July plans for these homeowners here. Jason, Sheba, day one.
That's one day.
Yeah, and that's just a look at just one of the bins, one of the more than 60 bins across the city. All right, and so the plan, Steve, is for them to pick that up at some point tomorrow and to make these locations the spot to go to dump your trash as the strike goes on. All right, Steve Keeley, thank you.